setting up the authentication pages. Now in the editor, there's two different ways you can navigate between pages in your application. The first is via this select in the top left of the canvas. Once you click this, you'll be able to see all of the pages of your application. And you can also add a new page from here. And the second way you can access your different pages is via this Pages sub-tab on the left. Once you click this, again, you'll see all of the pages of your application, and also from here, you can add a page. And so now let's first set up our sign up page. So I'm going to click Add Page. I'll give my page a name of Sign Up, press Create, and a blank page will be created. And from here, you could create the page manually, or you can get AI to do it. I'm lazy, so I'm going to get AI to do it. So I can just simply prompt the AI to create me a sign up page, and also mention any specific fields that I want it to include on the page. So that is now done, and I'm going to select the form on the page and go to the Workflows tab, and the AI has actually already set up a sign up workflow for me, but I want to show you how this works from scratch, so I'm going to delete what it created. And now before I set up the logic on this sign up page, I'm going to quickly create a placeholder sign in page also. And just to speed things up, I'm actually going to go ahead and duplicate this sign up page, but change its name this time to sign in, and change its path to sign in. And prompt the AI to basically just change the wordings and the inputs to now be for a sign-in page. And I'm quickly going to manually adjust the width of this, so this sign into your account text stays on one line. Super, so we now have both our authentication pages set up, our sign-up page and our sign-in page, but they only have designs for now. They don't have any logic, so let's now set up the logic on our sign up page. So I'm going to navigate back to my sign up page. And just so I have some information to work with in the logic, I'm going to fill in the form. And I'm going to select my sign up form element here. Go into the Workflows tab, and I'm going to create a new workflow, and I want this workflow to trigger on submission of the form. And so now, essentially when the user submits this form, meaning they've tried to sign up, there's two things I want to do. The first is I want to sign them up using that email and password and their name. And the second is I want to direct them to whatever the main page of my app is. So in my case, I want to direct them to the dashboard. And so in this workflow, I can add an action. And the first action I want to add is in the authentication folder, in sign up, sign in. And I want this sign up with email action. And then on the right here, in the configuration panel, I have all of those inputs that I can pass, such as their email, password, and name. And then at the bottom here, I have the ability to control the event triggers that come with this sign up action. Now, event triggers are outside of the scope of this video, but basically what they let you do is react to events that happen in the data and API tab. So for example, in the interface here, when we sign someone up, we have access to two different event triggers, the before sign up event trigger and the after sign up event trigger. So for example, we could use the before sign up event trigger to do something like a password check to make sure the password the person is trying to sign up with is of a certain length. And for the after sign up event trigger, maybe we want to run some kind of logic after someone signs up. So we send them some kind of a welcome email, for example. So that's what event triggers are. And that's what you see here at the bottom part of this configuration panel. And so now let's configure things. So in this sign up action, we pass whatever values the user has just typed in. So for the email, we can bind it to be the email input value. Same for the password. And likewise, lastly, for the display name, I can bind this to the name input. Now finally, after this, once they are signed up, I want to navigate them to my dashboard. So I can add another action. And in the interface folder, in navigation and pop-ups, I can use this navigate to action, and then I can select the page I want to navigate them to. So in my case, the home page. So now I can close this, put it into preview mode. And when I press create an account to trigger that form submission, you can see I'm taken to the home page, and we can indeed confirm that we've been signed up. If you look in the top right here you can see I'm now signed in as the user with the email matthew@weweb.io, so the account I just signed up. And if I switch back over to the data and API tab and go to this users tab, you can indeed see now that we have that new user in our users table. And so at a high level, that's how you can allow a user to sign up. You can have a form on the page, and on that form, you can have a workflow where on submission of that form, you use the sign up with email action, and then simply direct the user to whatever page you wish to direct them to. And so now, to have the full authentication flow in our app, there's two last things we need to set up. One, we need to give users the ability to log out if they wish, and then two, they need the ability to sign back in. So let's now quickly add the logout functionality. So I'm going to open the add panel, and I'm going to drag an icon onto the page and just put it at the very bottom of my left sidebar here. And I'm going to make the icon a door icon to signal it's for logout, and just make it a little bit bigger. And so now I can simply just create a new workflow on this icon. I want this to trigger on click. And the first action I want is to sign the user out. So I can add an action, go to the From Authentication folder, sign up and sign in, and select this sign out action. And then finally, like before, I need to direct them to the appropriate page. So here, because they're being signed out, I now want to navigate them back to the sign in page. And so on the right here, I can simply just choose the sign-in page as the page they get navigated to. And so now, when I put this into preview mode and I click that icon, as you can see, I get logged out and I get navigated back to that sign-in page. And so now, the very last thing we need to do is set up the logic on this sign-in page. So I can select the sign-in form, go to the Workflows tab, create a new workflow. Again, I want this to run on submission of the form. And like before, we need two actions. First, to sign the user in with an email and password, and then second, navigate them to the appropriate page. So we'll add an action, go to the From Authentication folder, sign up, sign in, and then select the sign in with email action. And then I can simply bind these fields to the appropriate input on the page. So I can bind the email value to the email input, and the same for the password. And then lastly, add the navigate to action and take them to whatever page I wish. In my case, the home page. So now again, if I put it into preview mode and sign in with that account I created before, as you can see, I am indeed navigated to the home page and signed in as that user. Great, so we now have our full authentication flow set up where new users can sign up, they can then log out, and they can sign back in. But how do we now use this user's information inside of our application? So if we wanted to, how could we display the email of the signed in user in our application?